Fala aí, engasguei. Fala aí, pessoal, tudo bem com vocês? Aqui quem fala é o Fantasy. Tô meio rouco, mas vamos lá, tem que gravar. Fiquei muito tempo sem gravar já. Deus abençoe e bora lá continuar as aventuras de Clivão e seus amigos.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere. What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits.
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be...
Mandando os outros pro puteiro, Clive. Assim você faz a alegria do homem.
Resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Olha. O Joshua não faz nada, velho. O Joshua, faz alguma coisa. Vai, vamos pra brava. Chupacabra, agora que eu vi o nome do cara.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
and stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bistolus as soon as I'm able.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Vou aproveitar que estamos aqui. Eu já matei aquele bicho nas costas um monte de vez. Matar ele de novo não vai ser problema.
No need to ride from here.
Nothing like a little unrest.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
You needn't fret. Ready, go? Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough. This must be all.
Não, bichinho.
All right. Let's get this over with. Let's try.
Esquiva aí, Jorge. Tá porra. O ataque do bichão, velho. O que aconteceu aqui? Não era um só?
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent. think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Meio doido, mas voltou.
I see you're still here.
The rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together.
As it is mine.
Ah, é impossível não ter subido de nível. Ah, tem que matar um bicho, falta um pouquinho.
I'd build a barricade so sturdy, even abandoned.
Scouts have reported seeing more Akashi. Can hardly make out up.
Segura pra mim, vai. Uhul!
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
Cadê o negócio amarelo?
Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way
to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavour and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right.
Decent. It's remarkable. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Acabou as missões. O que chegou de novo? Incensório continental. Um incensório decorado que vem de além dos mares distantes. Dada a Clive Buchanan pela sua ajuda para limpar seu nome. De acordo com o comerciante rabugenta, quando cheia de ervas e âmbar cinza e acesa lentamente, aroma forte produzida capaz de repelir tudo, dos insetos à peste. Proteger casa de ladrões e demônios, e curar uma variedade de doenças. Tudo isso enquanto traz amor e sorte. Caralho! Lamento que você e o bobão tiveram que se envolver no meu passado cruel e sórdido. Mas por você ter se metido, eu finalmente pude dar um fim a assuntos que demoraram demais para serem resolvidos. Agora que tudo isso acabou, talvez eu possa descansar e aproveitar o novo mundo. Você deseja tanto criar. Qualquer um conseguiria notar todo o bem que você fez. Ah, obrigado. Tem hora que tem umas missões difíceis. Falando na véia, deixa eu comprar uma super poção que eu tô sem. Tá faltando uma.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
Oh, véi.
All right.
Them rumours Wetlegs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Or you'll have me to answer to.
Eu, hein?
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Best not. Rubbing me blind, you know.
Bebam água. Água faz bem.
Ready, go?
Nossa, foi os dois.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Segura aí pra mim, vai. Nossa, pegou um bicho lá embaixo, aí de foder, né?
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
Olha o que temos aqui. Segurei pra mim então. Mas toda vez que eu vou fazer esse ataque... Esquivando, Josh. Um equipamento, velho, depois de não sei quantos anos. Esse é o primeiro RPG onde nos baús só vem item de fabricação e anel e correntinha. Ah, vai por cima agora. Interessante. Segura pra mim, vai. Por que tem uma bomba aqui? Morreu já, claro.
Ready, go?
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, deadly with a bow. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Ué.
No mistakes.
Não, porra. Se eu pudesse trocar o bolinho do poder de trovão, eu trocava. Cadê os outros dois? Segura, nossa senhora. Já era pra você, tiozão. Tá bom, vai embora, porra. Estão lá embaixo.
You deserve a rest.
Tadinho, Chocobo. Mas nesse mundo é matar ou ser matado.
safe. You're injured. What happened here?
It swallowed our camp. My own men did. There's a village not far from here. It's... We can't...
I'll go.
Thank you.
Rest well, soldier.
Mas dá pra ver de longe o fluxo de éter. E morreu.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic is still there.
Putaria.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
I got here in time.
O que aconteceu aqui? Rapaz, velho. O chocou.
Someone there! Please, leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Aqui.
You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of. One of your brothers.
Another survivor. Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things. Labor is safe, thanks to you. Here. You've earned it. You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
Fine. If you insist.
For Titan!
You're in no fit state to fight.
And this should be easy for you.
Come on. Kill me!
For what? The sins of your master. You and I have no quarrel, and I will not strike a man who cannot defend himself.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. And if you're not gonna... Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Deixa eu matar ele. Ô, Jorginho, deixa eu matar ele.
Ready, go?
Saiu.
Fly, Ambrosia. Thanks, Gal.
Já?
Come on. Faster.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here until...
Calma mais, hein?
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalist flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
O homem tá bravo.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
Puta merda.
And I heard, which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons. Who among... Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes, that passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade. That an elder Dreadivis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity.
How do you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into Dreadivis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast... Now, that would fetch such court. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the...
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere... I eagerly await your safe and above all triumph.
Entendi. Acho que tem que dar um rolê pra chegar lá.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
You there, the strapping... Finally, no one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word.
At the university? You're
a specialist in ancient cultures, the most accomplished in all Valisthea. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizard. The answers I seek lying just beyond. Would you to an old man the kindness and brave?
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle, namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the dome.
Filhos dos caçadores, agora lavradores deste solo. Colher as bênçãos prometidas e proteger esta terra das pragas que a assolam.
Farmers must have settled here in town.
Recent quarry's been hard to find since the skies turned.
It has indeed.
Thank you for the dealing.
Da areia das planícies douradas, fiquei vossos pés neste firme chão. Compartilhar o vosso orgulho com todos os seus iguais, pois sobre as pedras da cidade agora juntos viverão.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Have you noticed the elders? Not a scratch on them.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes.
Guardiões do cristal, vós sois a primeira pedra de Tabor. Sagrado seja o vosso sangue. Como a mãe protegia a cidade com fervor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Só que farga.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
What that I could have seen for myself. Look up. Don't tease me now. What did you... let's start with the engraving to the...
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen, but whatever could have driven the Guardians so far? The engraving...
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, or...
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor. Its guardian roots could... This is proving most enlightening.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples. 3 engravings. 1 for each of the 3 peoples to guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last, but certainly not least, little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots, nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among...
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too...
Valeu, velho. Agora é só caçar outro mini dragão. Mas isso fica pro próximo episódio.